The United States is the richest and most powerful country in the world, yet also one of the most divided, chaotic, and unpredictable. It leads the planet in technology, military power, financial influence, entertainment, and innovation. The US dollar is the foundation of global trade. American companies shape how billions of people communicate, work, and think. But beneath the surface lies a country struggling with record-high debt, widening inequality, political polarization, and an economic model that sometimes seems designed to break itself while racing forward at full speed. To understand the modern United States, its strength, fragility, and future, we need to trace its history, examine how its economy works, explore its unique political system, and look at the corporations and alliances that give it global power. This is everything you should know about America in 10 minutes. America began as a collection of British colonies on the Atlantic coast, but the country grew at a pace the world had never seen, powered by immigration, abundant land and resources, and a culture that rewarded risk-taking and entrepreneurship. In the 19th century, the US expanded westward, built railroads, industrialized, and attracted millions of people searching for opportunity. By the early 20th century, the United States had already surpassed Europe in manufacturing output. And then came the turning point, the two world wars. When Europe and Asia were devastated, the United States emerged economically untouched, technologically advanced, and militarily superior. By 1945, America produced almost half of the world's economic output. It became the architect of the modern financial system, establishing the United Nations, the World Bank, the IMF, and most importantly, the global dominance of the US dollar. The foundations of the modern American empire were set. The modern US economy is a unique machine powered by consumption, innovation, immigration, and financial influence. More than 2/3 of all US economic activity comes from consumer spending. Americans buy more, borrow more, and spend more than any population in the world. This culture of consumption fuels business growth and attracts global investment. But America's true competitive edge lies in innovation. Silicon Valley remains the epicenter of modern technology. The United States leads the world in artificial intelligence, software, semiconductors, biotechnology, aerospace, finance, and entertainment. Companies like Apple, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, Tesla, and Meta don't just dominate American markets, they dominate global ones. The US dollar acts as the world's financial anchor. Countries use it to trade oil, settle contracts, store reserves, and manage debts. As long as the world needs dollars, the United States can borrow cheaply and spend aggressively. Immigration continues to renew the workforce. Over 40% of Fortune 500 companies were founded by immigrants or their children. The constant flow of talent, from scientists to entrepreneurs, keeps America globally competitive. And behind all of this stands unmatched military power, with hundreds of bases around the world ensuring global trade routes stay open. The American economy isn't just an economy, it is the central nervous system of global capitalism. The US political system was built on the idea of preventing tyranny through a complex network of checks and balances. Power is divided between the President, Congress, and the Supreme Court. Each branch can limit the others. In theory, this creates stability. In practice, it often creates gridlock. The country is dominated by two major political parties, Democrats and Republicans. Over time, the divide between them has widened to the point where they often live in entirely different realities. Political polarization is now at its highest level in decades. Yet, despite the deep division, the American system is surprisingly resilient. Institutions, courts, states, independent agencies, and even markets absorb political shocks. Even during moments of chaos, the system bends, but rarely breaks. The US political story is complicated, a stable structure wrapped in constant turbulence. No country on Earth has corporations with as much global influence as the United States. Big tech sits at the center of modern life. Google shapes how people search for information. Apple dictates global consumer technology trends. Amazon touches nearly every corner of e-commerce and cloud computing. Meta controls vast social networks that influence public opinion. Microsoft powers the software behind global business. Nvidia creates the chips that run AI. Tesla pushes the boundaries of electric vehicles and automation. These companies rival the power of governments. They move faster than regulators can keep up. Their platforms shape truth itself, determining what information billions of people see. They generate more revenue than many countries. Financial institutions add another layer of influence. Wall Street firms like BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, and JP Morgan move trillions of dollars that can reshape entire economies. And culturally, America dominates film, music, sports, and social media. Hollywood, Netflix, TikTok trends, YouTube creators, American culture sets global culture. The modern US isn't just a nation-state. It's a network of corporate empires whose power stretches across borders. America maintains global dominance through alliances, trade, the dollar system, and unmatched military presence. NATO anchors Europe. Alliances with Japan, South Korea, Australia, and Pacific nations anchor Asia. These partnerships give the United States global reach while limiting the influence of rivals. Trade and technology ecosystems tie other countries economically to the US. If you use a smartphone, fly in a modern airplane, or rely on global banking, you are inside America's economic sphere. The dollar remains the lifeblood of global finance. Most commodities, from oil to wheat, are priced in dollars. Countries need dollars to buy, sell, and survive. This gives the United States a powerful tool, economic sanctions that can cripple entire governments without firing a shot. For decades, no country rivaled American power that changed with the rise of China. The US-China rivalry defines this century. China dominates manufacturing and global infrastructure investments. The US dominates high technology and global finance. Both nations depend on each other, and both are trying to become less dependent. This dynamic shapes global politics like a quiet new Cold War. Despite its internal chaos, America has enormous strengths. It remains the global center of innovation. Its universities, research labs, and tech companies lead breakthroughs in AI, medicine, space exploration, and computing. Its demographics are healthier than most wealthy countries. Unlike Japan or Europe, the US population is still growing. The country has vast natural resources and energy independence fueled by oil, gas, wind, and solar. Its economy adapts quickly. Businesses can rise and fall rapidly without heavy state control. Immigration brings a constant flow of new ideas and new labor. And America's financial markets are the deepest in the world, capable of raising capital faster than any other nation. These strengths make the United States remarkably resilient, even in moments of crisis. But the country faces real dangers. The national debt has exploded past $35 trillion, and interest payments alone now exceed the defense budget. This debt is only sustainable as long as the world continues to trust the dollar. Inequality is at its highest level since the 1920s. The wealthiest Americans own more than the bottom 90%. Combined housing has become unaffordable in many cities, and the middle class grows thinner every year. Political polarization threatens stability. Trust in institutions is low. Elections are contentious. Many Americans no longer agree on basic facts. Infrastructure, once the pride of America, has decayed. Roads, bridges, airports, water systems. Many are decades behind those in Europe or East Asia. The nation also relies heavily on a handful of corporations for communication, AI, cloud computing, and information flow. Their influence raises questions about privacy, free speech, and the concentration of power. Externally, the US faces rising competition. China is challenging American dominance. India is emerging. Europe is seeking autonomy. The world is shifting, and the US must innovate constantly to maintain its position. America is a country defined by contradictions. It is wealthy and unequal, powerful and divided, innovative and fragile, chaotic yet remarkably resilient. Its economy drives the world, but depends on global trust to function. Its politics are turbulent, but anchored by institutions that survive storms. Its companies dominate the planet, but face new challenges rising across Asia. The question isn't whether America is rising or declining. It's whether it can reinvent itself for a world shaped by artificial intelligence, climate change, competition with China, and a shifting global order. If history shows anything, it's that America has a unique ability to adapt and evolve. The world now watches to see if it can do it one more time.